Have you ever been told that your current struggle, that pain, that failure, that season of waiting is actually a punishment for something you did wrong? We've all felt that sting of being blamed for our own misfortune. It's a way people try to make sense of a broken world. If you're suffering, you must have messed up. If we're honest, sometimes that is right, but sometimes it's just bad luck. In John 9, Jesus encounters a man born blind, and the disciples immediately jump to the conclusion that suffering is a result of God's judgment. They want to know whose fault it is, but Jesus flips the script entirely, insisting that this man's life isn't a billboard for past sin, but a stage for the work of God to be displayed. Hi, I'm Cassandra, and I'm the kids minister at Adams. Jesus heals the man, using mud and clay to open his eyes, but the miracle only creates more chaos. The religious leaders are so obsessed with the how and the when of the healing, because it happened on the Sabbath, that they completely miss the who. They interrogate the man, they threaten his family, and they eventually throw him out of the synagogue. As you read this today, look for the irony in the sight versus blindness theme. The man who was physically blind ends up being the only one with spiritual 20/20 vision. He recognizes Jesus as a prophet and eventually as Lord. Meanwhile, the Pharisees, who claim to have perfect spiritual sight, are completely blind to the God standing right in front of them. They are so buried in their own legalistic traditions that they literally cannot see the light of the world. I want you to think about this today. Is there an area of your life where you've been blinded by your own certainties? We often think we know exactly why things happen or why people are the way they are. But what if God is trying to do a work in your life that looks nothing like what you expected? Are you willing to be told you're wrong by Jesus if it means finally seeing the truth? Take a few minutes today to read John 9. Pay attention to how the formerly blind man evolves from confusion to boldness. He didn't have all the answers for the Pharisees, but he had a personal encounter that he couldn't deny. That was enough for him, and it's enough for us. Tomorrow we'll move into John 10, where Jesus describes himself as the Good Shepherd, who knows his sheep by name. We'll see you then.